Hello, hello, hello. I need to adjust before. Okay, hello guys. Hello guys, and welcome to today's live stream. So I'm just trying to arrange my camera. I'm just looking for a way. I don't want it to be too far. Okay guys, so welcome to today's class. If you can hear me, say hello, say hi. Please, I need a confirmation before we continue. Can you hear me? Can you see me? There's no music, I'm just dancing. Okay, so let me know in the comment section if you can hear me, if you can see me. I just need a confirmation and then we are good to go. Okay, so I can see some messages dropping. Let me check. Okay, Tonya Falabi, hi, you're welcome. Folake, hi. Betty, John, hi. Okay, you can hear me. Can you see me? Let me know. Can you see me? You can hear me? I just need a confirmation and then we are good to go straight into the tutorial of today. We don't need to waste so much time. Okay, Betty, can you see me? Okay, Falaka, yes. Okay, all right guys, so let's get started. So let me readjust my camera so the focus is actually here and not on my face. So let's just get started. So let me do this. Okay, I need to come to this side and then check. Let me take off this chair and then let's see if we are good to go. I just want to be able to capture the entire, that's my entire table. Let's see. Okay, I think we can manage. Let's just manage. I think my table is okay. Okay, Betty, okay, you can see me clearly. All right guys, let's get started. Okay guys, so welcome back to another live stream for my beginners subscribers. So like I said, okay guys, so on the comment section, let me know where you are watching me from. Just tell me, drop a comment where you're watching me from as I go along. Okay guys, so in today's class we're going to be learning how to cut a 6-piece skirt. Okay, so the basic measurement that we need for a 6-piece skirt is just 2 measurements, which is the waist measurement and then our hip measurement. So these are the 2 basic measurements we have. So for today's class, the waist measurement that we're going to be making use of is 28. That's the waist is 28 and then the hip is 36. Okay, so this measurement, we'll divide it, the waist you divide into 4 and then the hip you divide into 4. Then for the down, that's the wideness of your skirt, is optional. Okay, so for this we're just going to use the freehand method. Okay, so if you want us to do another section that will do a pattern, you can drop it on the comment section, no problem. Okay, Tony, you're watching from the United States. We welcome Amara. You're watching from Sierra Leone. Okay guys, so you're welcome. So let me just create space for my table and then we are good to go. Okay, so let me keep this here. All right, okay guys, so when you want to make a 6-piece skirt, I'm just trying to make sure that I get everything. Okay, Frances, you're watching from Warri. So the first thing you are going to do in cutting a 6-piece skirt is a very simple process. Okay, it's a very simple process. What you are going to do, the first thing you are going to measure is the length of your skirt. Okay, so it's the length of your skirt. So for this, I'm going to be making use of this fabric. So the length of this fabric is actually about 45 inches, which is what I have here is 44. So when you want to cut a 6-piece skirt, so a 6-piece skirt is a skirt that is like this. So this is like a 6-piece skirt, you understand? So you have 3 layers here, okay? Ngale, you're watching from Cameroon, you're welcome. So the first part that you're going to cut out is this center part. So you can see this center part, that's the first part we are going to cut out. And this center part in our 6-piece skirt is like a constant. That's if you are making use of this method that I want to teach you guys. You understand? It is like a constant that you don't really need this part. That you are the one that will just determine how much you want. So now we are going to go. So for this now, depends on how wide you want your skirt to be. That is what you will use. Okay. I mean, now you see you're watching from Orieli. Wow, you're welcome. So I'm going to fold my fabric like this. So I hope you can see what I am doing. I just pray, please guys, if this is a live stream, so if you cannot see what I'm doing, please let me know on the comment section, okay? So I'm going to fold this like this, and then I'm going to measure. So the down part, this is our center piece. So for this down part, you can go as much as, depends on how wide you want it to be. You can use 10 inches, that's from 10 inches. So for this, I'm going to use 12 inches, okay? So I have about 12 inches here, which is okay. So that's how I folded for the center part. So the next thing now, we're going to insert all of our lines here on the center piece. So I hope you can see me. So we have a start up line here. So we have a start up line. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'll always come and check. Okay, Joanne, you're welcome. So that's my start line. And then the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to mark our hip line. So hip line are usually constant. You either use 9 or 10. For somebody that is very tall, you go with 10 inches. Somebody that is average height, you can just go with 9 inches. So for this, let's go with 9 inches. So this is our hip line. This is the waistline. You understand? This startup line is the waistline. And then 9 inches here is our hip line. The next line we're going to measure is our knee line. So I hope you can see me, knee line. Okay, so that knee line you can actually measure, you understand? So it's usually between 19 and 20 inches. Okay, Nkiruka, you're watching from Port Harcourt, you're welcome. Okay, so the next line is our knee line, which is 19 inches. So I'm using 19 inches. These lines are very important if you are drafting or cutting a 6-piece skirt. And then the next line that we are going, so I'll keep adjusting my fabric so you can see. So the next line is our full length. Okay, so for this we're using 43 inches. Okay, so you can see. So the next thing we're going to do now, okay, let me see. Why did you jump? Oh, sorry. You say, why did I jump your name? Sorry, this is my glasses. Okay, let me see. Samade Ojo, I'm so sorry. You're welcome, you're welcome. Ah, Samade, you're welcome. Plenty welcome for you. This is my subscribers. You're cracking me up. I hope I pronounced the name very well. Ochonogo. Miracle. Okay, you're welcome. Okay. Samade Ojo, you're welcome. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so we have our line. So now I'm going to label them. This is our waist line, which is the first line. And here is our hip line. In case you are just joining us, this is our knee line. That's from waist to hip to knee. And then the full length of our skirt, okay? So the next thing now, so like I said, this part is a constant measurement. So for the middle part, you're going to use like half of your bust span measurement. Most times I usually even reduce the half of my bust span measurement. That's half of my bust span, which is like from here to here. You understand? That's what I normally use for this. That's the wideness of this part. You can measure, but once you use half of your bust span, so that's how wide it will be. So I hope you understand. So for this, I'm using 8 inches. So that 8 inches, I'm going to divide it into 2 like this, and then I'll place it on this waistline like this. I'll mark 4 inches, and then I'll come to the hip line. I'll mark that same 4 inches. So this is like that for the skirt. And then on the knee line, most times I normally reduce that measurement. You understand? I will not use that 4 inches. I'll reduce it by half of an inch. Why? I want my skirt to have, you know, I want it to have that shape like this. You understand? Because if I use the same measurement, it will just go like this. No. But if you reduce it a little bit, it will have more kind of flowing. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'll reduce it by half of an inch, and then I'm going to put 3.5 on the knee line. Okay, so on that knee line, so for the down part, like I said, I'm going to use what I have here, which is 13 inches. So I'll mark 13 inches here. So you can see it is a very simple process. So the next thing now is for us to connect these lines together. So this line, when you're connecting it, don't make it like straight. So just give it a slant, like a slant curve like this. And then when it gets to this point, you know this part will reduce this one already. So definitely this comes like this. So I'll use my curve like this. So I'm trying to get it nicely. Okay. So I'll connect it to that 3.5 that I made here. And then the next thing, this part, I'll connect it to this part. So for this, I'm going to make use of my long ruler. I will take it like this so you can see what I'm trying to do. You understand? You see how I'm placing my ruler, and then I'm just going to give it a slope like this. It's a very simple process. 6 pieces skirt. Once you get the trick, and then this part just blends this part. You understand? We don't want it to be like sharp. So at the end of the day, you can see what we have. We use our bust pan measurement for those of you that are just joining us. So you can tell me where you're watching me from, your name. I'll see your name. Just tell me where you're watching from. So this is our center piece now. Okay, so for this center piece, let me cut it out first. I hope you guys are getting along. Please let me know on the comment section. This is a live class. If you are not understanding anything, please let me know. So before I proceed. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this out now. So you can see the curve. Just navigate the curve like this. So for the down part of our skirt, we have not curved it yet. We'll curve it later. Let's just do first. Okay, so you can see what we have. This is our center piece now. You see how it is looking. You can see. You see it's looking like a 6 pieces skirt already. Okay, see. I wish I can. I'm just trying to make sure that you can see it very well. So 6 pieces skirt is a very simple process. If you want to cut out the back piece now, all you are going to do is you are just going to take this and then fold your fabric and then place it like this on your fabric, and then just add a zipper allowance on this. You understand? Just add a zipper allowance and just take it down straight to the end. So that's the difference. So but for the side we're going to cut the side of the back and the front. We're going to cut them the same. Okay, so the next thing, I'm going to fold my fabric. So for this, the folding of the fabric, again, you are going to use how wide you want the down part of your skirt to be. That is what you are going to use to cut. You know, initially we used about 14 inches for this. Okay, about 13 inches. So for the side piece, you can make it the same or you can make it less. Okay. So because of what I have here, I might not be able to. Okay, I just want to make sure that my hips will enter this part. Okay, so the next thing now, we're going to rule our lines again. So the first line we're going to rule here is our waistline. So very important. And then after that waistline, we're going to mark our hip line, which is 9 inches like we did. And then our knee line, we used 19 inches. And then the full length of our skirt, okay? So I'm going to rule all of these lines again. Okay, so the next thing, we are going to take our skirt. So before then, I'm just trying to, so I'll just increase because I need to get the shape of this side of my skirt. So I'm going to take this now, and then I'm going to place it like this. You can see what I have. So just place it here like this. It's a very simple process. Make sure all of the lines, they match and they meet, okay? And then after placing them, you can decide to use your pin to cut it. So what I want, because you know we're going to join this side to this side, so you need their edges to correspond. So that's what we're just trying to do, just trying to trim out to get the same part. So you can see, so these parts now, they correspond when joining it. So you are going to take it like that and you are going to place it. Can you guys see me? Okay. Okay, so now the next thing now, we are going to take out our full body measurement. So now you are going to keep this here for you to, in order to take out the full body measurement, okay? So to take out the full body measurement, the measurement that we're using, the waist measurement is 28. So when you divide 28 into 4, you are going to have 7. So you are going to come to this point, which is the waist measurement. So let me just pull a little bit so you can see. So you place it like this. So because this is already lapping on top, so you have a stitching allowance already because it is on top. So you mark your 7 inches like this, and then you add your stitching allowance. So for the stitching allowance, we're going to add as 2 inches. You can add 1 inch, which is okay, and then you mark it like that. Okay. Okay. So the next thing now, will come to this second line now, which is the hip line. So for the hip, we're using 36. You divide 36 into 4, you have 9 inches. You are going to place it here now. You take that 9 inches. You place the 9 inches here, and then you add your stitching allowance, which is about 2 inches. Okay. So after that, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to connect those 2 lines first. Okay, so after connecting it like this, I'm going to come to my knee line. So for knee line, you can measure what you have here and then reduce it by 2 inches. You understand? So what you have on your hip line. Okay, let's see. I'm using a plain cotton material. Somebody asked, what's the name of the material? It's just a normal plain cotton material. That's what I'm using. Okay, so now for the hip measurement, what I have here, I have about 11 inches here. So I'll place it here. That's 11 inches. I'm going to reduce 2 inches. That is, I'll take out 2 inches. So I'm going to have 9 inches here. So I'll mark the 9 inches here, and then I'm going to add my allowance. So for my knee part, I'm not going to add the 2 inches allowance, because when it comes to 6 pieces skirt, it's the knee. That's where the whole shaping of your skirt is. Once that knee part, once it is slim, it flows out. But if it is wide, the skirt is not going to have shape. The skirt will just be looking somehow. So I will reduce it. So for that part, because of that, I'm going to just add 1 inch allowance to it. So after adding the 1 inch allowance to it, I'm going to connect this like this. So I'm trying, okay, so I'm going to connect, so you can see what I have. So I'll connect this, and then the next thing I'm going to shape the down part of my skirt. Okay, so for the down part now, I'm the one that is going to determine how wide I want the down part of my skirt to be. You understand? So for the down part, I'm going to measure. So for the down part, I don't really necessarily need to. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I hope you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so for the down part, I don't really necessarily need to measure what I have from that's from this part like this. So I'm just going to measure what I have, what I want from here. So for this part, I'll measure what I have here. You know, I used about 12 or 13 inches here. So for this, I'm just going to increase it a little bit. So I'll make this edge, that's the side, I'll make it about 15 inches. So I did not measure from this part. I did not start my measurement from here. I just started it from here. So I measured 15 inches here. So after that measuring that 15 inches, I'm going to connect it to my straight ruler like this. So you just take your ruler and then just curve it in like this. So you can see our skirt is simple and easy. The next thing, we're going to shape the down part of our skirt. So in order for us to shape the down part of our skirt, what I'm going to do now, this part, that's this center part, like this, I'm going to come up a little bit from this center part. I'm going to come up by 1 inch, and then I'm just going to curve it into this part. It's a simple process. And then just curve it like this. So I've shaped that part, so it's no more sharp. Okay, so the other part that we're going to shape, for this back one, I'm going to go up by 2 inches. This, what I'm doing, is actually optional. It's optional. So from this point, I'm just going to float this into this point like this, so you can see what I'm doing. You understand? You see it? I'm floating it into this point. And then the next thing, we're going to cut out our skirt now. So at the end of the day, you can see how our 6-piece skirt is. It's a very simple process, and this pattern, I've been using it since I started sewing, and it has been perfect. You can do the other pattern method if you don't want to do this. So you can see what we have at the end of the day. You can see the shape of my skirt. You see it even from the cut. You can see it is looking beautiful, and you can see the down it flows very well. That's why I love this pattern. You can see it flows very well. So like I said, if you are cutting, so for this part now, you're going to cut out another 2. That's going to be for the back. And then for this, you are going to place this for the back piece. You just place this center piece, just add allowance to it. That's all. And then you are going to join. So when sewing my 6-piece skirt, when I'm joining, I always like starting from the top. I usually don't join from down. I'm just going to open them up like this, and then I will start stitching like this. So I'll stitch. You can see, once you stitch like this, you see how beautiful this skirt is looking. You can see how beautiful it is looking already, and the shape is nice. You can see. So my whole table cannot contain itself. So you can see. Okay, so I need to readjust my camera. So we are done with the 6-piece skirt already. Okay, I think I will adjust my camera to this side so I can sit and answer questions. Maybe place my chair. Adjust my camera. Okay. All right, so do we have questions daughter Phil, you're watching from Port Harcourt. You're welcome. Okay, Samadi Ojo, how many yards of fabric do you need to make a 6-piece skirt? Only you need about 3 yards of fabric. 3 yards is okay. You can even use 2.5 if the person's hip is not big. That's like for somebody of size 10. You can use 2.5 yards of fabric. But if you are making use of fabrics like by 60, you can make use of 2 yards because those ones, their lengths are big. You can make use of, you can, for 6-piece skirt, you can make use of 4 yards also. Why am I saying you can make use of 4 yards? Because if you want a big flowing 6-piece skirt, 3 yards will not be enough, so you need about 4 yards of fabric. And then if you want to add a back tail to it, you are going to go as much as 4.5 yards, as if you want really big 6-piece skirt. But other than that, when making a 6-piece skirt, 2.5 yards is just okay for you, or 3 yards is perfect. Okay, Udu Abbasi, you're welcome. So we are done for today, so I'm just going to wait and entertain little questions again. So like I said, this is a live stream, so if you have any questions, you can just hurry type it on the comment section. Let me hear so I can reply. Like I said, if you have any tutorial for beginners, you can just send in your pictures to me. Also, if it's something that I can illustrate during our live stream, I will gladly do that. But if you send all those big styles that will need cutting and heavy cutting and sewing, I might not be able to do those ones for our live stream. Okay, so I just want you guys to understand. Okay, all right, so there's a way they used to call it in when they are doing meeting. They say, is it not AOB, absent? Let me know forward. Let me not pass myself. What I'm trying to say, as in when there's no questions, so we like adapt the meeting. So that's what I'm trying to say. Before, people that will used to mark English, they full YouTube, or they'll come and mark my grammar and mark it very well. So okay, Vivian Bright, I don't understand how you shape the center part of the side. Okay, so of the side ones. Okay, here it is. Let's see. So the center part of that, you said, okay, let's see again. You say, I don't understand how you shape the center part of the side. For this side actually did not need any shaping. What happened is you take, and when you fold your fabric into two, let me explain it to you. So when you fold your fabric into two, let me get the other fabric so I can explain it properly for you. Okay, so this is it. When you want to shape, guys, you're talking about this side, right? So how to do it? When you, after cutting the center piece, when you're finished, this is the center piece, unfold. After cutting it, you are going to take your fabric, your remaining fabric, you fold it like this into two. You understand? When folding it into two, what you are going to put into consideration, just make sure that you use the down parts of you. That's how wide you want it to be. That's this side. How wide you want it to be, that's what you will use to fold your fabric. Okay, and then when you place it like this, you fold it like this into two. So I hope you can see me. You can see what I'm doing. Hello, I hope you can see me. I'm coming. Okay, so when you take it like this, you fold it like this, and then you take your center piece. When you take your center piece like this is your center piece, you place it here like this. What you are trying to do, and you see this side that is unfold, what you are just trying to do is to get this shape, because you know, you are going to join it. You are just trying to trace out this shape on the side of the skirt. You understand? That's just what you are trying to do. You trace it out. So after tracing out the shape, now you know that you have the shape, the same shape here like this. And then that's when you now start measuring, taking all of your measurements. You take your hip measurement so you can see. After tracing out that shape, so you see the shape now. After tracing it out, so you can see it's corresponding. You understand? I hope you can see. And then you now start taking out the shape. So when taking out the shape, the measurement, that's when you now add your full measurement. Make sure you are going to start measuring from here. You measure your waist from here. You measure your hip from here. You measure your knee from here. But for the down part, you are not going to measure your down part from here. That's from this end. You are just going to measure what you want. That's the wideness. You are going to measure it from this part. So I hope you understand. I hope you understand the explanation. Okay, so let me sit again and just entertain some few more questions before I call it a wrap. Okay, Ngozi, hello, I can cite you. Okay, I cite you. You're welcome. Vivian, okay, Bright, yes, I'm seeing you. Okay. Okay, Frances, Nkirika, what if you want a little tail at the back? Yes, I explained that earlier. If you want a tail at the back of your skirt, is your centerpiece you are going to work with. Well, I'm responding to what's her name, Frances. I'm responding to your question. If you want a tail at the back of your skirt, here's what you are going to do. So I'm just going to keep this on the side. This is your piece now. You are folded. Let me adjust a little bit. Okay, so this is my skirt, so you can see. Okay, let me place it like this. Okay, I think it's better. This is the back. This is the piece that I want to use to do my back. That's the back. Here is what you are going to do for if you want a tail at the back of your skirt. Now, when cutting your back, you know, I told you if you want to cut the back without a tail, this is how you are going to place it. When cutting, this one is without a tail, just add your 2 inches zip allowance and then cut it down straight, exactly like this. That's your back. But if you want to add a tail to it, this is what you are going to do. You are going to determine how wide you want your tail to be, how big. You know, that was why I was telling you that you are going to need more fabric. You are going to take your centerpiece like this, you place it. What you are going to put here on this side is how big you want your tail to be. That's the wideness of the tail that you are going to make use of. You place it like this on that ground and then you measure. You understand? So you measure. What you are now going to do like this, when you place it like this now, you are going to come here. For instance, now I have, what do I have here? I have about 12 inches, which is big enough for my tail. So I'll come here now to this part. I'll add my zip allowance. You understand? So this is what I'll do. I'm just add the zip allowance up to my knee. Up to the knee. Once I get to this knee point now, the next thing I'm going to do, this is my back piece. So the next thing I'm going to do this. You can see, that's the next thing I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to rule it like this. And then I've created a tail for my back piece. I hope you can see what I've done. You just create a back tail. It's very simple. You just create it like that. And then when you are done, you just curve it a little bit like this. So I hope I've answered your questions, Francis. So let me know. I'm still waiting. Okay, Vivian Bright. That means you place it a little bit on it and shape out. Yes, you are very correct. Yes. Yeah, that's it. You just place it, Vivian. Yes, you just place it a little bit and then you shape it. Okay? You just place it a little bit and then you shape it, and then before you now start taking your measurement. Falake, what's your question? I'm sure I must have missed it though. Let's see, let me look for your questions. Okay, Falake, say please, can you do a tutorial on Komole. Which one be Komole gown for like? Okay, please just send me a picture. Seriously, I don't know. Just send me a picture of that, okay? Just send. You can send me a picture on WhatsApp, Komole gown, or you can describe it if you don't have the picture. Okay? I hope I've answered your question. Okay. Alright, so let's go back upstairs. Okay. Okay, for like okay. Alright. I hope I've answered everybody's question. So okay. Okay, baby, I'm bright. It's a very simple method. Yes, thank you. Yes, actually, it's a very simple method. This is actually the first pattern of 6-piece skirt that I learned before I now learned the one that we do with pattern that you cut it and then place and do your pattern, whatever. But this piece, the truth of the matter is, every time, once I have enough fabric, I still prefer to make use of this pattern. Okay. All right. So in the absence of no more questions, I think we should call our live stream today. I think we should call it a wrap. Okay, I'm just trying to get something. Okay. So do we have any more questions? Before I wrap up, I want to go and cook. I want to go and make semo so that my family can eat. Okay, Nana. Oh, you're welcome from Ghana. I just feel like playing music and dancing. Okay, alright guys. So I think we should let's call it a wrap for today. Okay. The questions keep coming, but thank you so much. I hope Leusa Ahmed, thank you so much. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much. Okay guys, so I think let's just call it a wrap, and then I'll see you guys in my next live stream. Thank you everyone that tuned in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Without you guys, I won't be able to do this. So I like your feedback. Give me your feedback. Okay, God bless you, Vivian Bright. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate for like. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next live stream class.